Cool. One up, one down. Thank you, you one down. Cool. One up, one down. Thank you, you one down. Two watching. Thank you. Hello, Tim. All right. Thank you, Ross. Give me a thumbs up. Check my subs. Okay, I will. Tim. $1.01. That's pretty good. Okay. Oh, that's a lady. All righty. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, you're doing good, Tim. Mine's like a roller coaster. I go up, it goes down. I go up, it goes down. Let's see. Now we're up to 3. Whoops. Hello. All right. We're up to 2 people. Had a phone call. Settings. See. Uh, well, everybody, where's everybody at? Is there anybody out there? All right, now we got two people. Welcome. If there's anybody who wants to come up on the panel, let me know. I'll put that link in there. Six thumbs up. Great. Three people watching. Welcome. If you'd like to come up on the panel, just type in the chat. Send me a link. Anybody want to come up? Been raining here today. Boy, we've had some storms down south of us. Three people still watching. Oh, we're down to 2 now. Al, I'm sorry I'm boring. Somebody want to come up and help me? We will talk about whatever you want to talk about. Well, there's Lucky. Hello, Lucky. You want to come up? Let's see. Give that a shot. Come on up, Lucky. We'll talk. Yeah, I think that's the right link. Give it a shot. There. There he comes.
I had to go get my earplugs.
Hello, young man. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm glad you come up.
Well, I'm just sitting here. I thought I'd do something. How's everything been going with you?
Well, this rain has been a deal.
I didn't hear you. I had just moved my earplug.
I said this rain has been a deal.
Oh yeah, it's rained here in Oklahoma. We've had some heavy downpours. We
Well,
get a
we haven't
go
had
ahead.
a downpour, but it's been steady all day.
Well, we get a third of our rain for the year in May. A third of it. So that tells you how often it rains in May. Practically the whole month. That's we get a third of our moisture in May. That's quite a bit
For
for
the whole
1 month.
year?
Yeah, for the whole year. We get all of our rain in May for the whole year.
Oh,
That's what I said, a third of it. So there's only 2/3 left, and that's scattered out between snow, ice storms, snow blizzards, and other rain. So
Well,
everybody's, yeah, they got their ponds ready to be filled up. Our lake, it's running over the dam now.
they had some tornadoes down there in the south.
Yeah, they did that. I don't live in the south. I live in the northwest, up by Enid. Not too
Hello,
far.
Philip.
Hey, Cam.
That's Philip there, RV Lucky.
Well, glad to meet you. He's sort of dark, can't sort of see. He's outside, looks like.
Yep,
So
I'm
you're in
outside.
Lucky, you're in the northwest.
I'm up. You know where Crescent is? Crescent, Cashin, Guthrie, Oklahoma. North is Oklahoma City. I'm northwest of Oklahoma City,
Okay.
out towards Hennessy.
Now I've been to Oklahoma City.
North of it,
Okay.
and then out west. What state? I forget. What state are you in?
Illinois.
Illinois.
And Philip is in Pennsylvania.
Well, you guys are way
Yep.
back east. Way back east.
Yep.
You guys are barely getting spring.
Yeah, we're starting. Here things are starting to sprout out.
Well, everything's green here, and we've already mowed a couple of times. So,
But it's supposed to get down to 44 tonight.
well, it's supposed to be 44 in the next 2 or 3 days here. Oklahoma gets all kinds of crazy weather. We got minus 25 last winter.
Wow.
That's cold for Oklahoma. Killed a lot of shrubs.
Did you get it all figured out?
Yeah, I have to like beans.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been watching the political crap. And they're trying to put everybody in jail now, one way or the other. That's funny. I
Well,
figured that.
they couldn't put Trump in jail, so I don't know.
Well, they're putting Democrats, Republicans, and I mean they're scanning through everybody from the governor, I guess, with the governor of New York to senators. It's taking sex trips to everything else.
Huh.
Like a young kid, took a 16 or 17-year-old out of the country and on a plane or something. Hell, I don't know. I think the more we find out about our leaders, I think the less we would have voted for them. You know what I'm saying?
They're all crooked.
Well, hell, Benjamin Franklin, I'm going to go back a few years, but Benjamin Franklin belonged to a French sex ring back in the day. How about that? Yeah, it was like a cult. And some people even said that they even had human sacrificing.
Huh.
Yeah. He was all into all kinds of weird ass shit. So was most of them. That's what I said. I really don't want to know about their personal lives and you want to know the truth. I want to be one of them dumb people that just don't know nothing.
Sometimes you're better off that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I don't know if he participated in anything, but he did participate in the sex ring now. That was a proven deal. And George Washington thought he was royalty. Yeah. So there you go. I just want them to do a good job for the American people, and I'm included in that bunch.
Exactly. Well,
Okay.
I think that Biden has done a good job. First 100 days.
Uh, well, he's done more than most of them do in 100 days.
Yeah,
To me, I mean, there's a lot more to be improved, but you know, where do you start? That's my theory. Where do you start? Got to start somewhere. I heard a rumor that he's thinking about trying to give $6,000 loans to people. I think he needs to do that pretty fast. Some of these businesses are hurting. They figured out they can manage without going to some of these places, and of course, then that business suffers. You know what I'm saying? They found out that, oh well, I'd rather eat at home than I would get dressed in a tie and a suit and go out to a fancy restaurant. I can just order the fancy restaurant food and take it home, you know,
yeah,
and sit around in my pajamas and eat high-dollar food. Well, that sort of did that. Then a lot of the nightclubs, the bartenders, well, they figured out, well, I can drink at home and have my own little small parties. It's more intimate than having 100 people or 200 people around me I don't even know. Yeah, of course, you know, you still get people that goes out to them things, mostly young people. But the world has to basically restructure itself of what it wants to do. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people say, you know, even kids nowadays that they more used to texting and this talking on the phone or whatever than actually meeting the kid in person. You know, meeting their buddy in person and going out and doing something. You know,
yeah. Everybody's into that texting.
well they're trying to restructure themselves around the pandemic, and which it ain't over by any means. Look at India, but I think that's just the tip of the iceberg. I think population is just like anything else in science or whatever. If you overpopulate, you're going to have massive die-offs for one reason or another, a war, pandemic, yeah, all kinds of you know, stuff, starvation, you know, global unrest. You'll have all of it when you got too many people. We're like ants. It's time to our bee colony. When they overpopulate, they have to leave. Well, they ain't much to leave because we're on the planet. How we gonna leave? You know what I'm saying? But bees will make a new hive. They'll make a new swarm and go. So half of them will decide to stay with the old queen, and half of them go with the new queen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well, that's what happened to the population. It's in our DNA. Now that we're getting overpopulated, well, yeah, we're having a big die-off now. I mean, we don't know how many people have died in India every day, which is sad.
they say that's pretty bad right there, right now.
Well, Yemen's a lot of people are dying in Yemen because of the war. They're having a war over there, and let's see, what I've been saying, the Iranians are backing, and so is the Saudi Arabians backing the other side. So the Yemen's in the middle of it, the population's in the middle of it, and they're suffering. Yep, so they're having a big die-off. Or, like I said, or kill-off more than the die-off, I guess. That's what's happening in the world. But you'd be surprised how many people die every year of stupidity. One guy sold everything he had and tried to feed his 18-year-old kid. He's starving to death over there. That's sad stuff. America's spoiled now. God, it's spoiled rotten. But a lot of countries are not that spoiled.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it made. Of course, I manage my money. You know.
Well, we all do that, but I mean, other than a blink of an eye, let's say if there's no more work, and then the government decides no more checks, to the elderly and so on and so on. How long could you manage with just what you got? A year, 2 years, 6 years, five? You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's true.
And it's and that their governments were helping, their population too, until all of a sudden they could no longer afford their population to give. Look at Venezuela; their money wasn't no good. A guy got a government check of the same amount when they were doing good, to the same amount where their dollar wasn't no good. His whole check couldn't buy 6 eggs and 3 bananas. You see what I'm saying? So there
Wow.
you go. Oh yeah, that was a proven fact. His whole check, that, like your check right now that you're getting, it could only since the dollar fell through in Venezuela, their money. He could only buy 6 eggs and 3 bananas for the month. Well, how the hell are you going to live on 6 eggs and 3 bananas? Yeah, and there you go. That's what I said, Jenny. People don't realize how fragile the economy or anything else has to do with everyday life. And even them preppers, they're only going to postpone the inevitable. Like I said, I've got 10 tons of food, dried products, food that'll last for 10, 15, 30 years. Well, it feed me great, but 2 people less, and 3 and 6 and 8 people less and less and less. But let's say I made it for 5 years. Well, if it persisted longer than 5 years, I'd be up a creek without a paddle. And I think that's where the people we need to restructure. That's what I'm saying. When a politician gets in there, they really need to do what they were voted in to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so many of them's got their own agenda, though. And when they pass a bill, they'll put 6 or 7 little tags on it that had nothing to do with the bill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, it's true. Like, let's say gun reform. Okay, we want to have a background check, but then they put a whole bunch of other stuff on top of it. Don't even have nothing to do with guns. You know what I'm saying? Just so that they can get it passed or whatever. Lobbying. That's what they call it.
Hello, Brad. Come on up. Brad said hi, RV.
Well, hello, Brad. Now, hell, I shouldn't take over the conversation,
Hey,
but
Brad.
No, you're doing fine, RV. I love listening to you.
well, I mean, I've lived through enough decades that I've seen things change in every decade. It takes about 10 years. Even this president here, we're still fighting with the results of 10 years past. Okay, who was president 10 who was president 10 years ago? Was he a
Obama.
Democrat? I think a little bit before Obama. I think it was Bush. I ain't sure. Let's see, 8 years. Yeah, you're probably
Well,
right.
see, Obama was in there 8 years.
Okay, 8 and then 2, that's 10, right? Okay, that'd be the first of Obama, but the ending of Bush. So it would actually be a Bush that we're really struggling, ending up the Bush and first of Obama. You see what I'm saying? Now, of course,
Yeah,
now
Bush left us holding the bag.
yeah, and
He didn't do very good.
and then turn around and then we throw the pandemic. Now that speeds it up within 10 or 12 months. But most generally, though, without a pandemic or something like that, we're still struggling
Brad.
with.
Hey, Cam. Hey, RV.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi,
We're
Westall. How's it going, bro?
I'm doing good, Brad.
Awesome. That's good to hear, man.
But
we're
yeah, I
struggling.
know what you're saying, Lucky.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't like we.
Hey,
If they vote something
Yeah.
into law, it takes
Oh,
3 or
there.
4, 5, 6 years before it really affects a lot of people. You know, and that's where we're at. We're into to where okay, wait a minute, we need fossil fuel, but because we've not done enough, other technologies and stuff, and they've got the technology. Don't let them lie to you. So, oh, we ain't got the batteries in the last years. We ain't got this. We ain't got. Yeah, they do. They just don't want to turn it loose because they can't make money. Uh, it's like the cigarettes. Uh, um, um, uh, he wants to do away with menthol cigarettes. Well, why don't if it kills that many people, menthol cigarettes versus regular? Why don't they just do away with all the cigarettes? You see,
I agree, RV.
it's a proven cancer causing. I used to smoke. Hell yeah, but the point about it is, if you know it's going to be a super problem and without any kind of real benefits, it's cause the people that's got the money, get up there and lobby in Washington D.C. We know better, and people that smoke knows that it's going to kill them eventually. Or cause big serious problems eventually. But sometimes mankind needs to be protected against itself. But
Yeah, I used to smoke the menthol cigarettes.
there you go. But they claim they cause cancer 2 to 1 versus the regular cigarette. I don't know. I never did smoke them. But they're having to pass a law.
What kind do you smoke, Brad?
They're just regular brown filter. They're like Demorier, or number 7, but they're from the Indian Reserve, so God knows what they're called.
Well, like I said, every
Cancer
country.
sticks, I guess.
Yeah, that's what you call all of them is a cancer stick.
Yep.
But we
Nail.
knew that it caused us poor health and high blood pressure and hardening the arteries. I mean, sometimes we just can't, help ourselves. It's like my dogs when they eat treats. They love their treats. I got dry dog food down all the time, and they'll just wait till they get a treat.
Yeah, mine too, RV. Yep.
And treats put on too much of what they put, make them too heavy, make them too fat. And so it's up to us to say, well, wait a minute, I need to cut back on the treats.
Right.
But that's why we move smoking. I believe you either smoke or you don't smoke. I don't say, well, I'm cutting back. Well, that ain't gonna do you much good either. I think I had to quit cold turkey because of stage 4 throat cancer, and it didn't bother me that bad. I think I might have had a couple of days of bothering me, but nothing really major. It's a habit, basically, and I had plenty of them.
Well, me and my second wife, we quit cold turkey. She had to have had balloon surgery. She had a blockage in her leg. So
don't worry about it.
We quit when she come out of the hospital.
Well, it's just a lot of things. I mean, we know I need to exercise. I've got me a watch that tells me how many steps I take a day, and this, that, and the other. And then every 30 minutes, every 45 minutes, tells you to get up and walk around, to exercise a little bit. I mean, it's sad when we quit working that we quit. A lot of people quit. Period. My father-in-law, God rest his old soul. When he quit working, he was in perfect health. Me and my wife took him down to the doctor. We had already lost his wife. And we took him to the doctor for a complete physical. They said for his age, he was 65, I think, or 67, something like that. And for his age, he was in perfect health. The man, 2.5 years later, he died. He bought him a brand new recliner and a brand new television. And he sat there till he died.
Wow.
His body wasn't. He used to just sitting on his butt all the time, And we even bought him a swing bicycle.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Cam. Hi, Lucky. Hi, Fire Whistle.
Hey, Jen.
But that's what happened to him. He just didn't exercise, didn't do nothing, and smoked cigarettes. And he just died in about 2.5 years. We bought him a brand new bicycle because he said his legs started hurting him, and so he could ride around the medium. He rode it one time around the medium, and that's all he rode, that swaying bicycle. He hung upside down in the garage till the day he died.
Didn't wear it out
But,
that way, did it?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't wear it out.
I've got a bicycle out there in the garage that the tires are flat on it right now.
I bought me 2 treadmills, a bicycle, a stationary bicycle, and another stationary bicycle type thing. And then I got a regular bicycle, and I get up and exercise every day.
You heard about that guy? He went into the store and he was standing there looking at the treadmill, and the salesman said, "That's the deluxe model. That'll hold 4 short shirts, 2 pairs of pants, 4 ties."
Yeah, that's about right too.
Ours, I had one of them. It made a heck of a quilt rack.
Well, you got to use it. That's the point. I mean,
Well, we did. We put the quilt on it.
well, there you go. But I bought 2 of everything because my son needs to exercise too. He's getting unhealthy. Yeah, that's what he needs to be doing, is exercising. And he won't do it by himself. And I'll call him and tell him, "Come down. We're going to walk for 30 minutes on the treadmill." I'm in better shape than actually he is. That's what we got the same doctor. My doctor told me that I'm in better shape than my son is.
Oh, where'd Phil go? Where'd Whistle go?
I don't know. It blew off the deal.
Huh.
I didn't do it.
No, I didn't either. I probably talked too much. I'm just wondering what disease or pandemic's going to come after this one.
Well, that's true.
Well, they're saying the next variant to this COVID that's coming out is the vaccines that they're giving everybody isn't going to touch it. It's so much stronger, eh? There's 3 of them together in this one. They all mutated.
Well, to me, that vaccine, and I worked in a lab for years, they either had the vaccine or knew that it was coming before the disease ever got there. Because you just don't come up with
they knew it was
vaccine.
coming, RV.
Yeah, they don't come up with 10 months and have 3 or 4 different vaccines. Come on, you know better than that one.
Exactly.
Hell, I mean, there's diseases out there that's been out there for 30, 40, 50 years, and they ain't got a damn vaccine for none of them yet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, well, how in the hell did they come up with 1, 3, or 4 of them in 10, 11 months?
Yeah. Well, my daughter and her fiance were over tonight, and he was telling us that 4 of his friends died after getting the COVID shot. Okay. And 2 of their friends got COVID again after they got the shot. So how well is the shot if that's what's happening? You know what I mean?
My sister's bowling party, which is my nephew's mother-in-law, they went together and got the vaccine.
I see.
My sister did, and her. They
Right.
had both doses, and they had them for over 2 months, maybe 2.5 months. So they were fully vaccinated, and she died of a bowel explosion.
Oh, wow.
Good Lord.
That's a hard death, that is.
Yeah, and she died of that. Not my sister, but my sister was in the hospital for varicose veins and hardening of the arteries.
Wow.
She needs a double bypass now or whatever. They said they found blood clots in her legs and stuff. And she didn't have all this shit before she took the damn vaccine.
Well, see, some of the vaccine causes the blood clots, eh?
Yeah, that's what I heard. But they didn't have the Johnson & Johnson. They had the other one, Moderna or something like that. Yeah, but I'm just saying, they were both active women that bowled. You know what I'm saying? They bowled once a week or something like that. Yeah, they bowled every week, and they were active. They walk around the neighborhood and, go and everything like that, walk 2 or 3 blocks around the neighborhood every evening, and active women. And
Right.
now they barely, one's dead, and my sister barely gets around anymore.
Yeah.
I can't blame it
Wow.
on that damn vaccine, but I'm blaming it on something.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Sound good.
this corona is going to do a lot more damage to the world than what I think the government realized.
Oh, I took neither one of the damn shots. I said, hell with it. I'll just stay in and take a mask. And I bought me some more equipment, a ventilator, and well, they ain't a ventilator, but it's going to double for a ventilator. It's
Mhm.
one of them CPAC machines, but they will double for a ventilator if you have nothing else. And then I've got a oxygen machine that creates oxygen, concentrator. I got all kinds of oxygen equipment, and basically I can seal this house if I have to, and make my own oxygen.
Right.
But I even got a hazmat suit that produces a hood. It's got a hood and it's got one of them deals on the side that blows filtered air through the hood. But hell, I don't know if it's gonna get that bad or not. God forbid if it does. But I'm
Yeah.
semi-protected, and I don't social.
know.
Yeah, we don't know what's coming down the pike.
Well, to be honest, you guys, I hope we all stay safe from it, to be honest with you.
Well, I don't know what's coming. I mean, to me,
No, there ain't no Trump train here in Montana.
No.
No Trump talk in here, thanks.
I ain't even looking. I mean, to me,
He's run.
like I
He's
said,
long gone. Ain't coming back.
no, he ain't coming back. He's just gonna be a little annoyance.
I ever tell you about my buddy Kim? Got a new job.
No, tell me.
He says my buddy started a new job. He does circumcisions. He said pay's not great, but he gets to keep the tips.
There you go. That ain't good.
I have a medical term for Viagra. Do you know what the medical term for Viagra is?
Tell us.
My cock's a flopping.
There you go. Oh well. I need a good
A lot
laugh.
of people having problems sleeping. I do it with my eyes closed.
Yeah, me too. I'm telling you.
This is off a new channel we're watching, Kim. It's hey hon, what's that called? Martin and Beck. Look them up. They're funny as heck, these two. Me and Jen just split a gut laugh. My gut was so sore the other night, Kim, I couldn't stop laughing. But these guys are a riot, eh?
They're
They
on.
started since the COVID started, eh? And they're kicking it big time.
I got a friend, a woman that lives in Canada, and she said they're starting back with a lockdown again or something.
Hey, Brad.
Yep.
That's Grizz.
Oh, that's Grizz?
Well, maybe.
Montana free. Are you Grizz? Be honest.
Evil
Let's see.
Royd Slade. That's what he goes by.
Oh yeah, that is him. Yeah, Evil Roy Slade. Yeah, that's him. How you doing, Grizz?
Well, I don't know. Let me look at his channel again. No.
You know, I went to his channel on DLive, and the first thing he wanted to do, I said, "Hi, Grizz. How's it going?" No, it's not Grizz. He says.
No, it's not Grizz. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, I went to his channel on DLive just to say hi to him, eh? I didn't join DLive or nothing. I just went in to say hi to Grizz because I hadn't seen him in a while. First thing he wanted to do is time me out, so I haven't been back since.
He signed you out.
He timed me out.
Really?
He said, "Well, are you going to do the honors, Tim?" And that was it. I left. Hey, Tim, how's it going?
Well, there you go.
That's Tim doing that, isn't it? Ah, Tim was Montana.
No.
Right, Tim? A friend sent me here. Okay, Montana. That's cool.
Well, I'll tell you
We
what,
have,
lad.
we have friends on here in Montana that change their name all the time, so we're not too sure who it is. You know, back and forth all the time. Hey, Matt.
You can't afford to buy no land in Montana. It's too damn high. All the movie stars bought it all up.
Matt Nixon says that is Grizz. He wants a link.
Well, there goes the
Sandra.
chat. Oh, Lord, help us all.
Oh,
That's
it's
called a
evil,
raid.
evil
I've seen
Slade
this.
gang.
They're coming from D Live.
I didn't think D-Live people like YouTube.
Kim,
I don't subscribe to none of them channels like that over there on the other networks.
I don't either.
oh, I follow Grizz.
He's in Oregon, I believe. He lives up there in Oregon.
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, Colonel Sanders.
There's Robert. Did you choke on your coffee?
I think so. Went down the wrong tube. I
That don't
hate that.
sound good.
How you doing tonight, Robert? Wow. I'm not drinking no more coffee. It's killing me.
Well,
It's only the second time that's happened today.
Well, hello, June.
June, how are
Hello.
you? Long time. The link's in the chat there, I think, if Grizz wants it. You just got to scroll up a bit there, Matt.
yeah, you gotta go back and get it. I've been lazy this whole week. I haven't
We have
done
a
much this
storm
week.
overhead. I'm buffering. Sorry about that, June.
Yeah, he's not here now, Matt.
I ain't done much this week at all. I just got lazy than heck this week. I've been trying
Understand.
to downsize this house. I got so damn much shit in it. I gave my
Well-
sister pick up a load of it, take home with her.
If we had a bigger house, we could put more stuff in it. That's
Right.
about
I've done that 2 or 3 times. I still got them. Yeah, I filled up a damn city blocks shop. It's almost a half a block long and a half block wide. Just plumbed the damn rafters. I just can't quit buying shit. I go to these damn auctions and buy shit, and I knew I shouldn't even go. And then I got where I buy it online. They got one called Purple Wave Auction. I got all kinds of cheap shit. You want to go to back east or down south or out to California and go pick it up. I used to do that. I did that for a year or so. Got to see the United States just by buying shit.
Mhm. I know I still got to do our spare room, clean all Dad's stuff up since he passed. I haven't even been able to go in and clean his bags out yet.
I ain't never went into my wife's bedroom either. I just covered every damn thing up with sheets and left it. It's been sitting there since 2013.
Yeah.
I guess it's time to wash the damn sheets and I'll put new sheets over the shit again. What the hell knows?
There you go.
It is-
No, it's harder sometimes with certain people to give up their stuff, eh? So, you know.
I just don't want to go in there, basically. Because I sit most of my time, she's bedfast for 2.5 years and she was in a wheelchair for 14 years.
Wow.
And so I was constantly in that room tending to her and this, that, and the other. And after she passed, I said, hell with it. I just shut the damn door and covered up everything with sheets.
Right.
Pulled the big heavy curtains shut and covered everything up. The bed with sheets and the chair and all the other stuff, the dresser and everything else, and just left
Yep.
it. I think the sheets are just, I don't even think I'd wash them. I think I'd just go in there and if I ever got in that room, just go in there and throw them in the trash and put new ones on top.
Hmm.
It's probably got an inch of dust on
No,
it.
Montana, it's a porch made into a room. They closed the porch in and turned it into a third bedroom. They're small though. Could be a walk-in closet, I guess, if you wanted to turn it into that, but
I turned a 20 by 20 bedroom into a walk-in closet. What the hell? I live here by myself. Let's see if you can see this room here.
Yeah, I'm under the steps, Matt. Smart ass.
Yeah, but you really stop and think about it. We don't use that much space in a house to begin with.
No.
Just
I mean,
what you walk on.
Yep.
Everything
Well,
else.
Honestly, I could live in. Me and Jen could live in one of them tiny houses easy. I would not have a problem living in one of them.
I think I could live in a half of a tiny house.
Yep.
Yeah. But hell, like I said, but my front room is 36 feet by 36 feet. And time I walk plumb across it and plumb across a 20 by 20 kitchen and a 6 foot by 10 foyer and into a 10 by 10 bathroom. Hell, I've already walked half a mile.
I know.
And sometimes I gotta hurry up and get over there because I gotta go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about hell. I'd be better off living in. When I go in my van, hell, I got everything set. I can sit down right there and cook and every damn thing else. I don't even have to go anywhere.
Right.
But like I said, oh well.
Montana wants to know what's going on with your ear, Lucky. You
Oh,
got
I
something
got
hanging off your ear?
Well, I got a set of earphones, but I don't think this side works. It's just this
Oh,
one
okay.
side works. That's what you get by going to Dollar Tree.
Right. That's where we get ours too.
This one here don't work. I think you turn this little deal, it works better. Hell, I don't know.
Yeah.
But hell, one of the earplugs is plenty. I can still hear.
Oh yeah.
But this one here, I don't think works. I put the dogs out a while ago. My chihuahuas. My son took me to the post office. That's where I go anymore, to go to the post office, get my mail.
Yeah.
But we stopped at the Dollar General. That's it. On the way back, hell, that damn thing's turned into a grocery store. That damn thing's got wall-to-wall coolers.
Oh
and
yeah.
everything else.
Oh yeah, you can buy about anything.
Yep.
General.
Next thing you know, you'll be walking in there and looking at vehicles before you get to the grocery part.
Well, they've already got little CDs and stuff like that. But next door to it is our little neighborhood grocery store. Hell, I ain't been in that damn thing in 5 or 6 years. I usually just go to my bigger town and go grocery shopping and well, it's got thrift stores and it's got second-handed shops and it's got department stores. It's got all the shopping shit I like to go to. And my damn town is eaten up with antique shops. Hell, I got plenty of damn antiques. I want something different. That's what I tell them. Yeah. But like I said, I enjoy getting out once in a while. I wear my mask though, and I use my alcohol peroxide spray. I'm just curious to see what comes down the pike next time. Or they'll find out all these people that got vaccinated now they're susceptible to this disease. It's going to come out. That's what I'm afraid of. Hey, I've seen it happen. Let's see. See, like, what is it? Shingles? If you had the chicken pox, you could catch the shingles. Something like that.
Yeah. I've had 3 shingle shots.
I've never had this chicken pox. So they were wanting to give me the shingle shot. And I said, ain't that where if you've had chicken pox? And they said, yeah, ain't you had chicken pox? I said, no, I didn't have chicken pox and measles or any other damn childhood damn disease.
I had
And I haven't. I've never had none of that shit.
I had shingles under the skin. I never broke out, never had a rash. I just had that burn feel.
That isn't good either, though, Kim.
It didn't sound good.
Do what?
I said that isn't good either. That burning.
No. Man, it burnt like crazy, you know. And I
Oh, I'll
went to
bet.
the doctor and they wouldn't give me nothing for it. He said that now if you break out, you call us day or night. I thought, well, now that's a bunch of shit. You ain't gonna be here at night.
Exactly. Why wait for it, cure it before it happens? Like, come on.
So I looked online and I come up with a vitamin
Mm-hmm.
that knocked it. It's called Linzine,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
and it knocked it now. But
Yeah,
I,
Well, not everybody catches them childhood diseases, chicken pox, measles, and all the other crap. Like I said, I
Right,
never
yeah.
had any of
but
that.
I did take the shingle shot though.
Yeah. I had to tell that damn nurse 15. I have a nurse that comes out. I don't want your damn shingle shot. And she said, I can't believe you never had the chicken pox. I said, didn't have measles, chicken pox, or mumps, or any other damn childhood damn disease.
Oh, I did have chicken pox.
Like I said. But I don't know. Some kids get them and some kids don't.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had chicken pox, measles, or anything growing up. I don't
I don't
remember ever having it.
I had tonsillitis once. I remember that. Had my tonsils removed.
Yeah, that's another thing I've been pretty lucky with is my tonsils. Never had any problems.
Well, when some adults they inflame and they're coughing and spit them out.
Mm-hmm.
It really,
Did you have wisdom teeth?
yep. I got a wisdom tooth. I just broke through the skin about 2 years ago.
I've never had a wisdom tooth come in.
Well, your
No.
life ain't half over then.
That's good.
So
Well,
right,
that's what they-
Harvey.
Well, that's what they claim when you basically cut your first wisdom tooth or your last one. I can't remember, but your life is half over. There you go.
Well, then I'm good to go. Then I am.
Hell, you're good to go.
Oh, yeah, you
shit.
got another 20, 30 years on us there, Kim.
Have you
Hell,
had,
yeah.
have you had them, Brad?
No,
No wisdom teeth?
no.
Okay, well then
Well,
we
I
might
think now.
will be good for a while.
Well, they also said that certain cultures they even found now that what happened to the Neanderthals and this, that, and other, we basically assimilated them into our own genome. I said, well, no shit. What do you think? You know, but that's what they claim now, that there wasn't no such thing as a missing link. Basically, there was different type people in different areas, like Neanderthals and Cro-Magnons and so on. But hell, we assimilated them into one species, basically. And they said that 2% of the people on the Earth has got Neanderthal DNA in them. I said, okay. I said, well, hell, must be them people act like idiots.
Yep.
That's what the hell I thought. Ones that ain't got no damn common sense, basically. You know, really,
Right.
But I thought that was funny. Griping and bitching about every damn thing that comes down the pike.
Oh, yeah.
I would watch this one woman. She raised so damn much hell about her working on her RV. They just refunded all of her damn money.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
hell yeah, she had people that was calling them and threatening to kill them and every damn thing else.
Wow.
Yeah, she was. She's done this 2 or 3 times. She's one of them big fancy YouTube stars.
Mm.
And then she gets some to work on her rig or whatever, and then she'll complain about, oh, they sold me the wrong thing, they overpriced me, so on and so forth. Then she gets a lot of her fans to call and threaten them and do all kinds of shit. I said,
Wow.
well, shit. I see that so much coming in my shop. I tell her, bitch, keep going.
Yep.
I ain't selling you shit. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be my mother. You know. So you got some of them out there. That's what they do. They put a scam on you.
That they do. Yep.
I ain't never gonna get enough people to monetize, and I don't really care. I think my birthday, I might even shut my channel down. Just go to other people's, talk to them. How much YouTube do you go on there? I know Ken does. You got a YouTube channel?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've been on YouTube for going on 7 years now.
What's the name of it? I'm gonna get it.
Rod and Jen Outdoors.
I think I watched that.
It used to be B&J Outdoors.
I'm gonna send me a yeah, I'll get a link if I don't forget. I'll watch it. I watched damn many people one time. They wouldn't let me sub no more people on YouTube. I said, well, you sons of bitches.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like what way now. Used to when you go to a hangout or whatever, you click on there, the person on the side, and you can
Yep.
sub them. Well, now it's either report them or what. I mean, you can't sub them.
Oh, I know, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
And I have to remember their name or write it down so I can go to their channel after we're done and sub the damn channel.
Right.
I thought, well, shit. And that I don't watch TV. If I turn TV on, it's for the dogs. I
Right.
turn it on.
Yep.
I turn on the nature channel and watch them look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And don't tell me a damn dog can't watch TV because that's bullshit.
Oh, it is so. Both of mine do.
Yeah, my dog will sit there. My little pups will sit there and watch that damn. And they like to watch. Or he'll go get on the bed when he sees a cat. He don't like cats. He's been scratched.
Ah.
He's here with them cats.
Mine
Pups
either.
yeah. And
My bull
I moved
massa would probably swallow it whole.
Yeah, well, my Chihuahua don't like cats. And then the pups, they'll have Chihuahua, have mini pin. They scared them at all. Like I said, hell, I ain't got nothing much to do. I put a video up every morning and get about at least 10 or 12 people to watch.
Well, if we wanted to talk, we can. I like to listen to Lucky. I learned something.
Yeah, I like to
Oh,
listen
hell.
too.
I talk too damn much to begin
It's
with.
me talking and my mouth dry.
bother me a
now.
It doesn't
I used to
bother
give
me a bit.
I used to give 4 and 5 and 6 hour seminars. So hell, I'm used to talking.
Yep,
And all we didn't have TV when I was growing up. We had radio.
exactly.
And I hate dead airspace. They used to. They'd fire the damn radio announcer if he had dead airspace.
Yep.
Yeah.
All you hear is shh.
Yeah, I've been telling you.
Yeah.
So I've
Drive
been a
you
good
crazy.
radio announcer. Yep. I used to listen to all my programs on the radio. Hop Along, Cassidy, and all of them.
Oh yeah, Hopalong Cassidy. I used to listen to him, and there was another one on there too after Hopalong. I watched the TV show Hopalong Cassidy. Ever see the TV show?
Well, probably, but I used to listen to them on radio, and you had to have an imagination, you know.
Oh yeah.
Kids don't have a damn imagination at all. No more.
Oh, not anymore. They don't.
Oh, they got a phone.
Exactly, Kim.
That ain't no shit, Kim. They got that damn thing working overtime too.
I seen like 3 or 4 people in a restaurant sitting together, and each one of them had that phone out. I said, hey, look right across the table.
Well,
there he is. Talk to him.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you
Mhm.
what's worse than that. They're texting the person right across the damn table.
Oh,
Exactly. Or they're sitting right
Yeah.
beside him on the couch.
Yeah, and text them.
Yep.
My daughter will do that with my granddaughter, and I said, "Hey, we're in the same damn room. If you got something to say, better say it."
Right.
I said, "It's time to put the damn TV off and the damn phones down, and don't
Mhm.
answer it unless it's emergency."
Exactly.
But like I said, if you want to talk to me, and I hate that initial shit, BFIFF. What? I said, dude, they got the King's English. You better start talking that shit.
Right. It's like school too, eh? The kids nowadays go to school. They don't have to use their brains to think or their minds. They just got to pull out a computer or a calculator.
Or ask
That's
Google,
crap. They're
or
not learning nothing.
no, just ask Google. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something about that. Some of that shit. I had a woman one time tell me about the Second World War, and I listened to this damn. Now she's a young woman. She's probably in her 30s, and she's telling me all about the Second World War. And I said, I said, half that shit that you read is because you just Googled that shit's what happened. And I said, half that shit's on Google. It's bullshit. I said, if you live through the damn thing, then you can remember, other things that they didn't put in, little history books and all this other shit. It's just like the pandemic that we just had. Now, in 50 years, kids will Google it. You know what I'm saying? But they'll only get a part of the pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They're not going to get all the details that we as a person that lived through it, what had to go through.
Oh
You see what
no.
I'm saying? But they think they know it all just because they read a history book. Well,
Yep.
hell, a lot of history is written by people, basically the victors.
Paul's Blind Soup. How are you tonight? Wow, I haven't seen you in a long time, Paul.
Well, we had
Good to
some
see you, buddy.
thunderstorms. We had some thunder here last night, but no damage that I know of.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
good.
pretty well slept through it. Paul,
We
You
were
want
supposed to get a
Paul?
cut. We were supposed to get a good storm here, but we got a couple of claps of thunder, maybe about 10 minutes of a spit down of rain, and that was it. I said, well, this year is going to be great for rain for us. It's going to be dry as heck. You watch.
Well, we get all of our rain in May, so we're in May. It's rained every day so far. It was actually drizzling today.
Mm-hmm. Here too this morning, and then it stopped around, I think it was around 11 o'clock, but it was just spitting, off and on. It rained for 5 minutes. I hate it when it does that in the summertime because you think, it's going to cool things down, right? But it just rains long enough to make it muggier. That's what I don't like.
It's like a
Oh,
Right?
yeah,
You know
this-
them times? Yeah. That's
Just
what I
like
hate.
a scalded
Comes up.
dog.
What's that, Kim?
Just like a scalded dog.
Yep.
Yep. Well, looks
Uh,
like you guys are further north than we are would have a lot cooler weather.
Not really.
I
Some
know
days
you
it
have
got so hot here last year. Like we had maybe 5 days last summer that were actually hot. But some of them days, if you went outside, you couldn't stay out there more than 2 minutes. It was too hot.
Huh. Well, you're in Canada. That's close to getting close to the Arctic Circle.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the damn North Pole's melting away.
Brad, I
They call,
think I finally stopped that squirrel from digging up my plant.
Oh, did you?
I bought some of these. It comes in a row. It's got spikes. They are
Okay.
plastic, but I put it down around that plant. He don't bother it no more.
Good. Good.
well, what was he doing? Planting, hiding nuts around it or something like that?
There's something down in that potting soil or something he wants to eat.
I think he might like the roots of that plant myself, Kim.
It could be too. Yeah.
Yeah, they might be just juicy enough for him, eh?
Up in north in Nevada, where I got some of my land, we have them ground squirrels, and they eat the hell out of the roots. That they eat the damn thing will die, and you pull it up, and they ain't got no damn roots on it.
Yeah, they are, Paul. They're going through a really bad drought there.
We're about to go into a drought.
Northern Midwest.
Oh, the Midwest. Well, I live in the northern Midwest, northwestern Oklahoma.
Yeah, this area they showed it. It's pretty dry there. There hasn't been water for a while.
Well,
I don't know which end, mind you, but yeah, pretty dry for sure.
I was going to go to Arkansas and dig for diamonds, and I don't think I want to go down there. It's all it rains enough down there to be miserable anyway.
Yeah.
I want to head north and go into Idaho and the northern Nevada and Idaho and Utah up in that neck. I got some friends up there, and I own land up there. Tried to find me some damn land in Southern California or in Arizona to go in the wintertime, but hadn't found anything worth a damn. Every time I go down there, the wind blows so hard, and that sand blows, and I think, I don't like this place.
Mm-hmm.
I was there this year, actually, earlier this year, I went down there to Courtside and stayed, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. And all it did was the wind blow, the dust blew, and I'm thinking, no, I'd rather be up in the foothills or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find anything feasible to buy. I found some place in Oregon to buy just the other day, 10 acres. I'll be up there around Grizz. It's pretty up in there. It's on the California, Oregon, Washington border. Up in that neck, the woods.
You have a good night there too, Montana.
When I go camping, I don't like what they call boondock camping. I don't like that shit. I like a good park or something that's got electricity and plumbing and all the good. Or I'd rather buy the damn property where see BLM land. You can only stay 14 days or something like that. You have to leave. You have to move.
Exactly. Yep.
And I'd rather be on a piece of property I own, and that way I ain't gonna have no neighbors. I ain't gonna have people bothering me, and I can stay as long as I damn well please.
Yep. Well, that's what I told Jen. If we ever get the country home I don't want to be able to see my nearest neighbor.
No, I don't want somebody, with a bunch of restrictions. That's why I like to Nevada. You don't have that many restrictions.
Exactly.
Yeah. But, of course, ain't no population up there either.
No, not much anymore, is there?
Nope, they really ain't up in the mountains.
Nope.
But like I said, each to his own. A lot of people, like I said, my daughter don't even like the idea of owning anything.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, when you get old, you need to own at least one piece of property because, you usually end up with just maybe a couple of incomes or whatever, and you can't afford, you're on a limited income. There you go. And basically, you got to live with what money you got, And if you're having to pay rent, I just can't see giving it to somebody else and say, well, it's bad enough to pay your damn taxes every year, but it's even worse to pay the same amount every month for just something to live in.
Yeah. Well, when I was young, say 16, 18 years old, I don't know, I always went with Dad and listened to the old folks. Okay. And I heard this one guy tell somebody, he said, well, when you're young, you want to get something bought. And then the worst of it will be you got a little bit of taxes to pay.
Right.
So, by God, I took him to heart, and I did that. I lost one home in the Big D, and I don't mean Dallas.
Yeah.
No kidding.
So then I bought this place, and we got it paid for. So there you go.
Nice.
Well, I mean, when you're young, though, now I did live in an apartment when I was real young.
Okay,
But
just a minute, Lucky.
go ahead.
Paul is asking you a question. I know you can't look at chat. He said, "How much is Oregon? Is it getting expensive?"
I found 10 acres up there for right around $800 an acre.
That's not bad at all.
But it was 10 acres. And then I found another place up there. It was around $1,000 an acre, which is $10,000. It's not bad, but I mean, they've got some land up there now. They got some land as cheap as $500 an acre. But I mean, it's like okay. You have to have one 16-foot leg and one 3-foot leg because it's on the side of the mountain. You know?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
It's
about
not.
like Griz's property.
Yeah.
His driveway is pretty much
Yeah.
straight up.
Kind of goes up.
Yeah,
Oh, I've never seen his driveway. What are you talking about, Grizz?
yeah. Well, I made a video of it.
Oh, I didn't know. Hadn't been. I've never seen his property. I've seen him sitting in his cabin smoking cigarettes or outside looking at chickens or something. But so it's straight up, huh?
Pretty much.
I don't mind a little.
I took that Cadillac up that driveway, and my tire spun a little bit.
Oh no, no, no! I don't want because that way ice and snow and stuff like that, you can't be able to get in and out and all that. No,
Well, I doubt if they get much ice there in Oregon.
Oh, it snows in Oregon.
Oh yeah.
Up in the mountains. Yeah, it sure does. Yeah, I lived up at what the hell was the name of it? Ladalls, Oregon. Ladalls, it's on the border. And it snowed up there. It had cherry trees and mountains, pines, and all that stuff. I was trying to find me.
I'll be right back. I gotta go and do the dishwasher.
Okay, Kim.
Okay. I tried to find something in Montana, and it's so expensive. But I love Montana. I love the mountains, but
Right.
it's so expensive. Whew.
Oh, the mountains are gorgeous there, RV. They really are.
Well, but now there's part of Wyoming I like too, but it's not as quite as expensive. And then they got a lot of flat land in Wyoming too that I ain't too fond of.
That's cool, Paul. He says, I'm retiring there near Kakuli next year when Lisa retires.
Well, whereabouts is that at?
I don't know. Whereabouts is that at, Paul?
Reason I'd rather buy the property than I figure when I die, the kids can live in opposite ends of the United States. Won't have to see one another. They can't get along anyway.
Right. Montana, we have fun chats in here, nice chats. We don't get rude with anybody. So if you want to come in and be nice like the rest of us, you're more welcome to stay and chat, man. But I'm afraid as long as I'm a mod in here, you won't be talking like that.
What's happening?
Oh, he's just saying things that he shouldn't be saying in here. The one thing I just deleted, he says, stay the hell out of Montana, Tommy.
I love Montana. I lived up there for a while. I should have stayed, but I didn't.
I don't like people like that, RV.
No, I mean, you'd be able. I mean, to me, way I figured myself, I would travel the countryside, back east, out west, whatever, and I'd buy these little acreages, 10 acres or less. And then when I'm dead, my kids, maybe I got 3 children, maybe they'll find a little place that they like and live. And then I got grandkids. Because I'm going to
Right.
tell you something, land ain't going to get no damn cheaper than what it is. It's going to be so damn
No.
expensive, they can't afford. They might be able to buy them some little old tiny house or something like that and
Right.
live on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, well, I got the money. I tried giving them money. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? They blow it and this, that, and the other, which, they were young and didn't know what the
Right.
hell they were doing. Well, now if you when they get older, they'll say, well, my grandpa gave me this 10 acres up there on the Idaho border or Southern California or Indiana or wherever, and I'm going to go up there and see what it looks like. Well, now when they sell it or live there or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, usually siblings hardly ever live in the same damn state as another one, or they live 500 miles apart. You know what I'm saying?
Right. ARV, she says it's inland off the coast, about a half hour near Bandon.
Okay. That's sort of before you leave. That's when you leave California, I think. I had a place
I'm
up in
not too
Redding,
sure.
California.
I haven't
Redding,
been up around that way
California.
in a long time.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I bought 19 places, and my daughter's going to distribute it. That's what her job was when I died.
Yeah.
But I found out some of it you can get pretty reasonable. I bought land during the pandemic. I'm going to tell you what. I know this real estate guy that lives in Indiana. I mentioned that. And he had all his money tied up in land. And he had a great big old house. I mean, $1 million house, And he was making payments on his house, and he's about to lose everything he had because he had tied it up in land. He didn't have no working capital or anything else.
Right.
So
Matt
therefore,
Vader, how's it going, buddy?
Hello, Matt Vader.
and he contacted me, and then I bought some land off of him. And he sent me a letter here a while back and called me and talked to me, a text actually. And he said, thank God for you. He said, I would have lost every damn thing I had because I bought land off of him when nobody else would buy it during that pandemic. And of course, I got a discount at my price, though, but it still saved him from losing his shirt. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he still made a little money. I paid him more than what he paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So he made a little bit of money on it. But he didn't, right now it's 3 times the money.
Right.
Since everybody's moving back around, now they want 3 times the money. I learned from my father-in-law too. Like you said, you learned from the older people. My father-in-law was a Jew. He said, a third of your stuff in real estate, a third in stocks and bonds, and a third of your stuff in working capital. That means just cash money. He said, you'll never be broke. He said, one ain't doing good, the other one will.
Yep.
And he's right.
Yeah.
And I started at such a young age. I mean, I didn't wait till I was, I started in my early 20s, buying stuff. Back when, stuff was really cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And then trading and this, that, and the other. I mean, that's what you got to do. I mean, I've seen people 30 and 40 years old acting like they're 15, 16, 17 years old. I don't want that. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Just blowing and going. They got paid on Friday night. They're broke by Monday morning.
Yeah, well, when you party it away, that's what happens, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you don't do that when we get older. We say, well, I don't need that or, whatever.
Right.
But I really, like I said, if I can't turn $1 on it, I don't want it.
Right.
And you look at the trends now. They've got United States right now, Social Security and the VA is not buying medical equipment. I'm talking wheelchairs, walkers, stuff like that. Okay, if you can find stuff really cheap, because 9 times out of 10 they don't want grandpa's wheelchair, electric wheelchair. They don't want, they don't want his wheel walker or whatever. You know what I'm talking. Okay, if you can get it for $3 or $4, I buy them walkers with wheels on it, and I've sold them for $25, as much high as Walmart. And then same way with I can get an electric wheelchair for around $100, $150. Well, hell, I can sell them all day long, $300 and $400. Of course, they're
Right.
like 3,000 or 4,000 when you buy them, brand, because Medicare's not buying them anymore for people. They're making you rent them, so therefore you have to pay $30, $40 a month out of your check that you ain't got much money on anyway. So you'll say, well, when you get the kids together, well, I'll buy that wheelchair for my grandpa. It's $300 or $400. If it's $300 and it's in good shape, blah blah blah, or $600, and you make some money. But you got to learn what you buy and what you don't buy, and keep the trend.
Right.
Keep the idea of what you could buy for X amount of money. Because a lot of things they just want out of their damn house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I found medical equipment is pretty damn expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That BiPAP machine that I got,
Yep.
now Medicare and my insurance pay for everything, but they won't just pay for it straight out. You have to rent it. It don't come out of my pocket, but you have to rent it for 13 months before it's yours.
Well, see,
Wow.
I got one the other day, gave to me. I bought a bunch of other stuff, and the guy had the CPAP machine, and he just gave it to me. Of course, it needs
Yeah.
clean, but this, that, and the other. But I'm not going to use it myself. But you could use it now if you're having trouble with breathing, oxygen, or whatever. But a lot of times they turned a lot of them CPAP machines into ventilators during this pandemic. Did you know that?
I knew they would
They
work.
had to.
Yeah, they had to. Well, I thought, well, hell, he's going to give it to me. I need to clean the hoses and this, that, and the other. I soaked them in bleach water, hung them up to dry. They're like brand new. He'd got him a new one. And he didn't want the old one, so didn't want to store it, so he's going to throw it away. And I said, oh, hell, I'll take the damn thing. He's just going to throw it away.
Well, I
Mhm.
got one. I've got an old BiPAP machine. They claim they can't do anything with it. It got so loud, I couldn't handle it. So
Well,
they bought me a new one.
okay, let's put it this way. If you can attach a filter system on the back side of it, this one here's got a place where you can put an exterior hose with let's say, a gas mask filter on it, because I've got a bunch of them. And I've even got the hoses that fit. Let's say there was some kind of shit hit and you had to make that do, like as a gas mask with a good filter. You know what I'm saying? You could use it as a tent, tent air. You know what I'm saying? Is a tent air. You get inside this little tent like a plastic thing, and if you had to. I'm always
Wow,
thinking,
Paul.
shit hit the fan type scenario.
Yeah.
Paul
100
says,
inches of snow.
yeah, Paul says
Wow.
Crescent Lake, Oregon, near Bend gets 100 inches of snow a year. That's a lot of snow.
That's
I wouldn't
a
want to shovel
lot.
that out of my driveway. No way.
Hell no. No.
That'd be one of them hibernating deals there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I think so. I think that's what I said. I don't think I'd want to.
Wait till spring to be able to open your door.
Well, now up there in Montana, when I lived in Montana, I hate to say this. When I moved up there, I bought this house and it had a door in the second story, and it didn't have a deck or it didn't have a damn thing. It's just a door.
Right.
And I said, well, I'd hate to get drunk one of these damn days and open that door and step out and fall, 15, 20, 30 foot. He said, oh, you don't use that door until the wintertime. Then you step out on the snow. I said, and no kidding. I lived there. It had one story, the next story was ground level, and then it had a big old basement.
Wow.
I mean, it was huge. And as the winter comes, you go down and live in that basement, had a cistern and everything. I mean, it was cold. Now, I mean, we're talking cold. And you went up, you couldn't get out on the first level because that was ground level. You had to go up to the second level, open the door, and sometimes you had to jump down 5 or 6 feet, and sometimes it was just 3 or 4 inches. The snow had got that deep.
Well, how would you get back in there?
It's like, well, you opened the door and got back in through the same thing. Cause a lot of times it was like 3 or 4 inches. The snow had got that high up on the wall. You just stepped
Wow.
out on the snow. And I thought, oh, hell no, I don't live like this. And but they lived in the basements. Like, I swear to God, as you walked up the stairs, you could see the permafrost coming up the stairs.
I'll
It was
bet.
cold. Oh, it was cold. And everything was coal. They used coal and wood. But
Yep.
I mean, as you went up the stairs, the stairs got frozen, and you went up to the second story, opened the door, and most of the time it wasn't but 3 or 4 inches difference between it and stepping out. Sometimes you had to. It was 3 or 4 or 5 foot. Then you had to go. If it was that far down, you usually took a shovel and dug down to the second level and made a doorway down there.
Wow.
Yeah, I lived up there for a while, and I thought, oop, too much for me.
Yeah, I guess. Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I
want
didn't,
that.
well, hell, that's what's called getting snowed in. Yeah, they snowed in, all right. That was up in the mountains. Uh, yeah, that right before you go over into Idaho,
Yeah.
northern Idaho.
Wow.
Up there off of 58, I think was the name of the damn road that went across there, 51 or 58 or something.
48,039 feet. Wow.
And now I
The
can't breathe
elevation.
above.
Crazy.
I can't even breathe above 10,000 feet.
Oh, I know.
I mean,
Air starts getting real thin up around there.
it sure does. But I was young then, and hell, I had a job. Actually, what made me move up there, I had a job at basically busting ice for the cattle during the winter. That's all I did.
Mhm.
They brought in, dropped off hay and stuff. They used to drop it out of planes. I guess now they drop it out of helicopters. But basically, that was my job. And I thought, man, I like this. Yeah, sure. It wasn't, I mean, you didn't have to work really, just make sure the cows had water to drink. Well, hell, that became a full time job, you
Mhm.
know. And some of that damn ice got so damn thick you couldn't bust it out so they could have water. Damn cows
Could you
had to
Wow.
eat
use the
snow.
Could you use a chainsaw?
So we didn't have chainsaws, we had axes. But
Ah,
but like I
Chop
said,
through it. Yeah.
yeah, we chopped through it. I mean, we worked our butts off. And then I got a job over in Washington. That was funny as hell. And I was just a kid then. I was 13, I think. My job was digging out the snow in between the forks of the tree to keep it from busting the limbs down. Of the apple trees,
Yep.
you get in the center and you dig the snow out because when it started melting, it got heavy and it just laid the limbs down in the snow
I'll be
because of the
darned.
weight. And that was my job, just going down the orchard with a shovel. You didn't dig out around the tree, you just digged out the center of the tree.
I,
Yeah, that was fun. But hell, like I said, that was up in Wenatchee, Washington.
Right.
Yeah, I've been all over the United States. Some places I liked, some places, I liked, but the weather didn't like me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And now I've got real picky. I never did like back east, though. I'm sorry. I mean, it's beautiful country. It's got just, I mean, it's beautiful. Pennsylvania is beautiful. Uh, Back east is beautiful. Northern New York's beautiful. I like New York City. But I mean, it's just, there's just a different feeling back east than there is out west.
it's
Oh yeah, for sure.
it's kind of flat where I'm at, not the town, but we live right close to the prairie.
Nice.
Flat across there.
You live in Idaho? No, Indiana.
Illinois toward Indiana.
Illinois. Yeah. Towards,
Illinois going toward Indiana is
Yeah.
flat. Flat.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, flat.
farmland in there.
Well, if you live, some of them towns were all with steel producers and stuff like that, and they just bellied up. You know, they wasn't. I mean,
Right.
you know, you can still buy land up in there. You can buy them farms. It's bellied up pretty cheap, pretty reasonable. But like I said, I don't know. This has been a few years back. But like I said, I didn't want to live back up in there. I like the desert myself. I don't know why. I guess because
Well,
you can see a long ways.
It's pretty to drive across.
Oh yeah, I'll bet it is.
I drove across it.
Yep,
What,
you
the
did.
desert? The desert?
Yep.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Most of the United States is desert. I'll be honest with you. Most of it is prairie land and desert.
Yep.
Yeah. Now back east, they got the trees and the different climates and different sceneries.
Of
A lot
course,
of
you know,
snow.
we was sitting in air conditioning car, so it wasn't hot. That car stayed good and cool, and
Nice.
I lived out
Sometimes when
Bryant.
you go to that kind of extreme heat, your air conditioner doesn't work quite as good as it does when you're at home, you know?
Well, they use water coolers out there in the desert. They don't use refrigerated air as much as
Right.
you think they use a water cooler. Because it moisture in the air, because it's drier than shit. Now, I ain't lying. There ain't no damn moisture at all.
Yeah.
But I lived in
Well-
Blythe, and I've seen it get 100.
That's why they call you Flatlanders. That's good, Paul.
now we live in town here, and coming into town, there's a big tall hill to get up to the courthouse.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not completely flat right where we live, and the bottom of the hill gets flooded.
Oh,
Well, see,
wow.
I'm on the verge of go east, and it's hilly. Well, it's hilly where I'm at. But you go west 5 miles, and it starts turning into a desert. You know what you guys would consider a desert, the plains and stuff.
Right.
So I'm right on the borderline there. It's not very far. Now you'll go out towards straight west, and it's it's prairie land, I call it.
Hmm.
But I like sort of. I bought one place way up in the on the side of a mountain, and I guarantee you can see somebody coming for 30 minutes before they get there, and they're driving 35 to 55 mile an hour, and it's 25, 30 minutes before they get there. I just sit there and watch them come. But like I said, of course, they have to slow down on some of them roads to 35. The hell, you watch them for 20, 30 minutes. I thought to myself, well, this is a great place. If I don't like them, I got plenty of time to leave.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, but like I said, so many of these damn YouTubers, I'm telling you, I got where I got where I just don't watch a bunch of them. But especially them RVers, my God, they go with the same damn thing every day. It's about as bad as me taking medicine every morning. I do that because the kids say, well, he's taking his medicine, he's cooking meals, so I guess he's all right. That way they won't put me in the damn home.
Yeah.
And they will, trust me. That's what kids think. Well, you can't take care of yourself. I'll put you in the home. You know damn well they're not going to take care of you. I got to let my dog sit.
Yeah, there's speed bumps, Paul.
Yeah. I said the worst damn thing you can have in the world is a concerning kid.
Speed bumps.
Well,
That's good.
me and Pam don't have any children, so
Oh, I got children, but you know what, Kim? I wish I had my grandkids before I had my kids.
Hey, amen on that one. Or your
Oh, yeah.
great grandkids. They're even more fun.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
Pam
right.
I
still,
can't wait for them. If I live that long, I want to see my great grandkids for sure.
Pam still got her sister and her mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I've still got my sister and brother-in-law.
Nice. I've still got 3 sisters, but we don't talk, so
And
we
that's,
haven't talked
you know what?
haven't talked in a very long time. I
That
don't
is
miss it. I don't miss a single one of them, not one bit.
I know.
That's the sad thing about
I know where-
siblings.
I know where you're at, but that's sad.
Well, that's why I bought land for my kids so they can live in different states.
Right?
Come on, you guys, hurry up.
To be totally honest though, Kim, I'd probably still be talking to my sister Bonnie if she hadn't buried my dad without anybody, you know what I mean?
It's just sad. I mean, it's like I know my kids inside and out, and I know which one that I can depend on, which one I can depend on for certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, sir.
And don't tell nobody. Oh,
Are you gonna share that stuff there, Lucky?
no, I can't even see you guys now. What happened?
You froze up.
How about now? Can you see me?
I can
Nope.
see your arm.
Well, hell.
Your camera's sideways.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I see you on my other channel. Wait a minute here. Are you still there?
Yep.
Still here.
I gotta find you. That's a damn problem with the phone.
I have trouble like that too, Lucky. If I lose the chat, I have a heck of a time getting back to it. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Boggles
Oh,
your
well.
mind. It really does.
Well, let's see. Do it this way.
Guess what we got here, Kim?
We got.
Another freaking goddamn pest out there. We had a skunk in the basement the other night.
Oh my God.
Yeah, went outside at 5:30 in the morning with my dogs, and my German Shepherd come around the corner acting kind of strange. I said, "What's the matter, Mater?" And I looked down, and the freaking skunk following him out. I said, "Whoa, get back, Mater!" So I'm out there with 2 big dogs trying to hold him back from this skunk, right? And we both wanted it. Oh wow, no, don't get it spraying. Don't get it spraying, eh? So I
No.
finally got them towards the back of the yard, and the darn thing went right in beside our step and right underneath where the mice were
Hey,
getting in.
there
Eh?
he is.
I'm
There,
back.
you're back. Woo, that's a
My
lot
dog-
of work, you Lucky.
Well, it's different. Now, if I had the computer up, it's different. Here, my dogs love vanilla cookies.
Oh yeah, I can hear
Oi.
them. They sound pretty cute.
That's little guy. Here we go. You want this cookie or not? Where's baby girl? Okay, she
You
got
gotta
baby
take a
girl.
bite first, Dad.
Yeah, I gave them all. I had 2 cookies and I gave them all a piece, and now we got a half of one left.
Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna try and bake my dog's dog treats. Eh? We got a recipe for dog treats. I'm gonna try and bake them tomorrow and see how it works out.
Well, I don't know.
I'll do a video as long as a fire don't start.
Give it a shot. You was talking about that skunk
Yeah.
on that show, Heartland.
Yep.
Tim went in there and opened up one of them cabins, and there was a skunk in there.
Right. Yeah.
So he trapped it. He thought he had done such a good deal. And he took the bedspread and threw over the trap and took it out. And he told his daughter, said, "Well, I took care of the skunk. I didn't have to pay $300. And then he told her that he threw that bedspread over it. He said $600. That's what
Yeah.
cost. $600.
He would have saved money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he didn't save too much money on that.
No, he didn't.
I was up north, and my son, we had some outbuildings, you know, and they had a little feed area and some hay and some other stuff in there. And my son come running back to the house and give me the gun, give me the gun. And I said, what do you want a gun for? He says, I've trapped a deer. I said, well, son, you don't kill deers like that. Well, I went up there and he had both of the barn doors shut. I peeked in through the side window. It wasn't no damn deer. It was a great big elk.
Oh, wow.
I said, you go back to the house and I'm going to let this deer you call elk out of here. He's about 11 years old. And he had trapped that elk in there. He was in there eating that grain.
Mhm.
And I said, it's a wonder that elk didn't run over the doors and
Yeah.
run over.
Right
they're
through it,
like,
no problem.
yeah, big old, you know. And I was so worried. I said, don't never do that again. If you run up there and see something in there or whatever, or keep the damn doors shut to begin with. I said, it's one that elk didn't just run stampede right over you.
Oh, yeah.
But he didn't know the difference between an elk and a deer. He was going to shoot it through the damn window. I said, no, you ain't. And you don't hunt that way. And I said, besides that, it ain't deer season. Yeah. But he thought he had.
Get rid of the skunk, Brad?
We haven't smelt him today anywhere near the house, so he must have left him by himself, eh? But I put a trap out there last night with some dog food in it, hoping I would have caught him, eh? But I haven't seen him or smelt him anywhere today, so hopefully he took off somewhere else.
If you put some mothballs down in there, they claim they won't come around.
Yes, I'm going to do that, RV.
I bought me some of that snake stuff that you pour out to keep snakes away. I don't know where that's going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, I will let you know how it turns out there, Paul. For sure, if I can make their treats, it's a lot less fattening for them and a lot cheaper for us.
Well, I use roasted chicken. I buy a roasted chicken they had them on sale for $4.50 a piece over there at Walmart, and I bought a bunch of roasted chicken, and that's what I feed mine. But, you know, but they're Chihuahuas, for God's sakes. They're not like big Saint Bernards.
Right.
My boss's wife, she always cooked turkey for her dogs.
Well,
She still bought dog food, but she'd give them turkey.
Yep, as a treat or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, mine likes Kobe cheese, so I give them a slice of cheese every once in a while. I grate some cheese up. When I'm
Wow,
eating
that's
cheese,
a hot coffee.
I'll give them a little cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt them.
No, I make sure the stuff that does hurt them is grapes and stuff like that. You can't feed a dog. I mean, some people think they can feed them chocolate candy bars. No, you can't do that
No.
either. They got some
My
crazy
sister
people
up
out
north used to do that, let her dogs eat chocolate. And I said,
Ooh.
yeah, you're just poisoning them poor dogs and you're going to die of a very painful death.
Yeah,
Well,
and
about
grapes.
2 months or 2 months later, she called up and she said, my dog passed away. I said, I told you can't feed it chocolate. Chocolate is poison to a dog.
And so is grapes. You can't feed them grapes either.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, you better look at. They got a book out, or you can Google the damn thing, and what you can and cannot feed a dog.
Exactly. But of course, my sister, she wouldn't do that. That's too much like work.
Yeah, well, there you go. And like I said, I feed mine just meat, mainly meats.
Yep.
And but I will give them a cheese. I feed them eggs after I cook them. I don't feed them nothing raw. I found.
Well, it's not safe anymore.
No, I got worms and every damn thing else. And hell, I ain't giving no damn raw meat to my dog. You know, they're not wolves anymore. They're Chihuahuas.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're bred down to being a Chihuahua. But like
my mom used to have one of those teacup Chihuahuas. Used to fit right in the shirt of your pocket, eh? Just a tiny little guy. But he ended up
Not quite
dying.
that.
Ended
He
up
did.
dying of pneumonia. Eh?
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't let chihuahuas outside. They're real susceptible to that cold weather.
Actually, he
They
wasn't outside at the time. One of the grandkids that was over visiting mom had opened the front door and didn't tell mom, because before we opened the front door, mom would move the bed over to the other side of the room, eh? And he opened the door, and it just took just opening the door and him going out and shutting it. That was all it took to give that little dog pneumonia.
Yeah, they got no hair at all.
No.
And then mine's not quite that small, but like I said,
Oh, he was a
I'm
cute
not
little
gonna get any
bugger.
more of them. I get rid of when my dogs die of old age. I ain't getting no more.
No, I'm not either.
Yeah, or like I said, I got that service dog, and he's always sitting by me, and the other ones. But I'm not getting any more dogs.
Right.
I don't think anybody takes as good a care of them as I am. So therefore, to hell with them.
Exactly. Yep.
I should leave everything to my dogs. That way,
There you go.
they couldn't fight over it that way. They
That's right.
become pet. They would become pet owners real quick.
Oh yeah.
I worked all my damn life, and like I said, I had a friend said, "Well, you're materialistic." I said, "Hell, I don't give a shit about this shit. The happiest I've ever been was I don't know, I was about 10, 11 years old, walking down the street and didn't have a pot to piss in the window to throw it out of. And I didn't worry about the damn thing. Now I got to worry about this.
Right.
And everybody's got their damn hand out. That's what gets my ass.
Oh, I know, eh? Yep.
Yeah. And if you got, like I said, real estate, you have to worry about taxes and property rights and all that shit. And
Yeah.
it just drives you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I've learned my kids, and you can't give them money.
Pots and pans. Do you worry about pots and pans?
I got plenty of them.
Actually, I do, because I need more pots and pans.
Lucky
Yeah,
we seen your tree that you've hung all your pots and pans on it.
That's
Hell,
cool.
that
I
ain't-
like that tree.
That's only about a ballad or a third of them. Hell, I got 3 or 4 more times than that. Hell, you
Yeah.
should see the rest of this shit.
I got a friend here in town, eh, Lucky? He lives in a little town just not too far from here called Beachville, eh? And he's got a big tree like that in his front yard, but he didn't use pans. He nailed old shoes on it, eh? And they called it a shoe tree. Well, the whole thing, halfway up the tree, right down to the ground, is nothing but old shoes, eh? But it looks really neat.
Oh, I stacked.
I
I've
got a
accumulated.
bottle tree.
Yeah, I seen your bottle tree. That's cool too. I
All
like
blue
that. The
bottles.
blue bottles really set it off, eh?
Yeah,
You know, I bought them.
the milk and magnesia bottles.
No.
Yeah.
Wine bottles. I give about $70 for 3 cases.
Oh wow.
Probably that.
Colored
Empty.
glass, though, eh? That's why.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Straight see-through glass, they probably would have given to you, but that colored glass, they always want money for it.
Well, Pam wanted blue bottles. I said, okay.
Yep. Hey. Well, that's just it. You get what you want, right? To make it look the way you want it to look. But I mean, why? Just because it's got color in it doesn't mean you should charge more for that one than you do one that hasn't. You know what I mean?
Well,
Just
I
a
don't
money
know.
grab.
but that's what I wanted. I took a
A whole bunch of
4x4
cars parking
and
out
I
front for
used,
some reason.
60 pole barn nails, and I spaced them down 6 inches apart all the way down,
Right?
10 coming down and 1 on each side. So I got 40 blue balls.
Wow. Well, like I said, I've got a shed full of old mason jars. One of the ones that's got the glass lids on them and the rubber band, the big rubber around it, and all that shit. Got a whole damn shed full of them. All different kinds of old. They're green. Some of them are white. And some of them are blue colored.
Right.
Old glass jars. That's back when I used to can a lot. I don't think they use them anymore. I think they use the metal ring leads. I got a bunch of them too.
Mm-hmm.
But
I gotta
don't
get a
do
few
much.
more canning jars.
Well,
My
but people,
My mom used to can all kinds of stuff. We can too. We buy them at the Walmart in a can.
Yep.
oh, I go to Damage Freight. I go to Damage Freight and buy it by the damn pallet load.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's
that's
the
cheating
only
though,
way
eh,
to
Kim?
buy that shit. Kim, don't they have a Damage Freight place where you're at?
Not here close.
Well, I go there and buy pallets of them that come off the trucks that's been wrecked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works real good. I bought a whole bunch of jelly one time. It was strawberry jelly, and
Mm-hmm.
the truck had been wrecked. Well, I took the whole pallet, and there was probably 15 or 20 jars that was busted and had jelly over everything. So I washed every jar, looking for cracks and everything else. There's only about 15 or 20 jellies that were busted. But hell,
Wow. Eh?
I had more jelly. Hell, I was giving jelly away by the ton, just giving it
I'll bet.
away. Yeah. And then I'd go to Brahms and I would buy by the ton. I had signed a contract with them. I had a bunch of hogs at the time. And this is back in the 70s when everything wasn't going good. And I had a contract to pick up all the old produce they had that came back from Brahms, the cookies, the breads, and all that stuff. And I bought so much ton. I think by then I was paying, I don't know, $20 or $30 a ton, which was, I mean, a ton's a hell of a lot of shit. And I was bringing it out there, feeding it to my hogs. And the people in the neighborhood said, "Can I have that deal of cookies?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take them." I mean, sure, I got hundreds of packages of cookies. And I got where I started giving more of that stuff away than I was feeding hogs, which I really didn't have that many hogs to begin with. But I realized then these people are going hungry. You know, that won't eat. They would come up with their baskets and their sacks, and I said, "Take what you want," because I'd have to go pick it up 2 or 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? I'd always have more than I needed. You know,
Right.
but I was buying it by the ton. And hell, a lot of them packages wasn't even busted open, you know. They would just came back and as the vans would unload them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they would just dump the trays into my trailer that I had. And I think, okay, whatever. But like I said, we used to do that. Now I don't even do any damn thing. I go to Walmart or buy just what I need for that night. I don't
Right.
You can accumulate more than you think in a short time.
I
Oh
was
yeah.
watching speaking of helping people out, I was watching a video the other day on this colored gentleman that was in Walmart. I can't remember what town it was in. But anyway, he was in Walmart and the lady up in front of him was having trouble, eh? She couldn't afford all she had. So he walked up to her and she says, "Hey, do you mind if I help you out? Can I, I'll pay for your groceries." And she, thanked him a whole bunch for that. And believe it or not, the cashier said, "I won't let you pay for her groceries." And he
Okay.
argued so much that the store actually called the police and had him taken out because he wanted to pay for her groceries. I said, "That's ridiculous."
What was her?
Why
What was her? Yeah, that's what I want to know.
What's that?
I want to know why.
Why? I
Because
mean,
that's the only reason. He wanted to pay for her groceries and the cashier didn't like it.
I
Yeah,
don't.
but
Let him do it.
Yeah. Huh.
Now that's ridiculous.
That's what I would have said real quick.
The cashier said, "Well, if you can't afford to pay for your groceries, you shouldn't have come here." And he says, "I'm paying for the groceries." He says, "No, you're not. Not in this till you're not." I thought, what?
Well,
I'd like to pay it forward for somebody and see somebody do that to me because I'd put them right in their place, I'll tell you. If I want to pay for somebody's groceries, that's my business, not the cashiers or the store owner. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous.
I've always, like a woman be hunting for a quarter or a couple.
I'll help whoever I can. I'll meet them both do, It's part of life. You got to help your fellow neighbor and your fellow human, or nobody's going to make it in this world.
Well, she's just being high society is what I figure.
Oh, really, Paul? Hey, Mason, how's it going, buddy?
Mason,
Good to see you, Mason.
I'm doing good, Mason.
I didn't know that, Paul. That's good to know, though, buddy. Thank you. I guess vanilla cookies aren't good for dogs.
Ooh, I
Paul's
better quit
blind
doing.
Steve Googled it.
Oh, goody! Thank you for doing that. I'll get. How about vanilla ice cream? I guess vanilla ain't good for.
I think
Sure.
it's the actual vanilla seed itself that they're not supposed to have, eh, Lucky?
Whoops, that don't work.
Well, what I'm giving them is imitation vanilla, so
Oh,
I
okay,
probably
so
wouldn't
that-
hurt them as bad.
Right, right.
Yeah, nothing made out of pure vanilla anymore unless you buy it yourself.
Oh,
But
I know,
won't
Paul.
give
It is
them-
crazy.
I won't give them the more vanilla cookies. Thank you, Paul.
I never did give them vanilla wafers, but I didn't know it was bad for them either.
Right.
Hmm.
Well, we all
There you
learned
go,
something
Mason.
tonight.
I finally got it.
Huh. That's
Come up, Mason. But I'll tell you what, my dogs like. They love them chicken livers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'd go to Ponderosa, and they always had chicken livers, and we'd get a handful or two, and wrap them up in napkins.
Yep. My dog's favorite treat, like their absolute favorite, has got to be pig ears. We go down to the market, and I'll buy like 6 or 8 of them, eh? But these things are huge, eh, Kim? They're probably about that long, and probably that wide. Like they're huge ears, eh? But my dog is
I
my
would take
massive.
I'd cut them up into little pieces with
Right.
10 snips. But
Yeah, my big dog.
you'd have to watch them because they want to get choked on them.
Oh yeah, I always watch them, even with the. That's one thing I don't get him anymore. Is that the white rawhide, right? The rawhide you can get, it chokes my dog, so we don't get the white stuff anymore.
Oh, good. I'm finding out a lot of stuff. I guess I should use Google more often.
Yeah, I found that out the hard way. My German Shepherd started
Okay.
to choke on it.
Mason.
I
No,
literally had to give my German Shepherd the Heimuck to start him breathing again. He coughed up a great big piece of it, eh? But no, you're not getting no more of that.
Randy, you got to show me your face for a minute. I won't bring you up. I don't know who you are. I had somebody come up on my, wanted to come up on the panel, and I clicked on it just automatically.
Mhm.
When it opened up, there he was with his dick out.
Oh my God!
Right, Paul, there's nothing wrong with that, eh? But that one worker in that Walmart, I tell you, if I was there, I would have gave her a piece of my mind, I'll tell you.
I can't
Nothing wrong
believe
with helping other
some
people out if you can do it,
Well, I'll always believe being kind and considerate to everybody. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
me too. We're all human, It doesn't matter what originality we have, what nationality we are. That don't matter. We're all humans. We all bleed the same. Each one of us needs help at one point in our life, whether it be with food or something else.
I can't believe just people's shitty ass attitude.
Oh, I know, eh? Crazy.
I mean, we're none of us perfect, but
Hey, there you go, Lucky. Paul says they make ice cream for dogs.
hey,
There you go.
my dogs
That's
like
cool to
ice
know,
cream.
Paul. I'm going to check that out for my dogs too, because they love ice cream, but we don't give them none, eh?
I give them ice cream, but I didn't know vanilla.
Long time ago, up here at our grocery store that's not even open now, they had an ice cream called Frozen Paws.
Mm-hmm.
And I would get it from, I had a mixed breed dog at that time.
Right.
Randy, you gonna show me your picture?
Yeah, he's liable to. Never
Well,
mind, that was funny.
I know I've seen him try come up before, Randy Beans.
They got some crazy ass people on YouTube, I'm telling you.
Oh, they do, yep. There's some strange ones, weird ones, kooky ones. But like everybody else in the world, there's strange people all over. Hell, I'm strange myself.
I like different people's opinions because I mean,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
everybody's entitled to every opinion they got.
Right.
And I don't care if if they like this president or don't like this one. That's their opinion, and I understand that.
Oh, yeah.
The idea of it is they get mad at you because you don't want to believe the same way they do.
I know, eh?
Yeah, don't make this.
Yeah, that's not politics stuff, though, Lucky. That always causes problems.
It's the same way with religion.
How's it going, buddy? Good to see you.
How's it
It's been a
going?
bit.
It's the same way with religion too. I mean, a lot of things you can't discuss on here because people get crazy.
Paul's Blind Soup says, "You're lucky. You're welcome, Lucky. The problem is the sugar is not good for them."
Oh, well, they don't get that much. If they get
No, like the
regular
sugar
ice
that's put
cream.
in the ice cream.
Oh yeah, but they
Yeah,
only get
it's
it
not
like
good for 'em.
they get about maybe a tablespoon of it every 3 or 4 months. They don't get.
Yeah, but it's good
Hey,
to
like
know
I
to
said-
have normal ice cream for dogs. That's
Mason's
cool.
got Skittles.
Skittles. You better share them, Mason, or don't eat them on the live stream. You're eating
Yeah.
them now, aren't you? I want one.
I'll show you one. I'll
I
send you
want
one.
one.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Come on, fill my hands up. You got a big bag there. I like them too, Mason. They're cool. Thing is, they're addictive. If you got a big bag, you can't stop eating them until they're gone, eh?
Give you the musty.
Potato chips is my worst. If I buy potato chips, I can't stop it. I'll eat the damn bag full.
Oh, yeah.
I quit buying them,
We like
Yeah, they're
those
not-
corn puffs, eh?
and I quit drinking pop, soda pop.
Oh, I have to have my pop. I don't drink water. I drink pop.
I-
I think I said 68.
Honestly, I haven't drank pop in years.
I ain't drunk water since
Long time.
68. If I don't drink nothing but pop and milk. I'm bad about drinking
Got his
milk.
mask on. Okay, let's give him a shot here.
Hey, Randy, how's it going, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Not too bad. How you keeping in all this COVID stuff? Your family and everybody staying safe, man?
Yeah, surprisingly, I think 90% of my town got the COVID shot, so we're fairly safe.
That's good, man.
Yeah. How about you? How are you and your family doing?
Yeah, we're all good here. Yep.
What about you, Kim?
I'm good.
You're right,
Yeah.
Paul. Being open-minded does make you educated. You're so right.
That's the truth there. That's
Oh,
really,
that's
really
100% truth right there.
How about you, Lucky? Do you remember me?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I believe. My memory ain't the best in the damn world. Let me tell you.
Well, we were talking about politics and politicians last time I had spoken to you.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I've come to the conclusion the word politician and politics is most of them are out for themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now that we got that one clown out there, I don't work it that hard anymore.
Right.
Well, now, to me, everyone's got their own agenda about all that, and then I'm thinking, what I was thinking, and it's like this: I know people that are trying to get by on $600 a month.
Yep.
Now, wait a minute. You can afford to give every population, everybody here, every swinging baby, and everything else, $1,200, $600, and $1,400. Now,
Mhm.
why in the hell, when this is all over with, why can't you raise some of these people's wages that are up to minimum wage ain't gonna get? They need to be $15 an hour. And then another thing, how come you can't raise these Social Security checks? That's one, because it was never designed to live off of to begin with.
Exactly.
To up to at least minimum wage. I think the littlest Social Security check should be $2,400 a month per person.
Right.
You got my vote.
And because I mean, if you stop and think about it, you buy a car, you buy a house, like when you were young. You see
Yep.
what I'm saying? Well, it takes at least $2,400 a month
Oh yeah.
just to barely make it. I mean, you're not blowing and going. You're watching your P's and Q's and this, that.
Oh
and
yeah,
that.
for sure.
Okay, if you're getting $600 a month, you can't afford to rent a place, so you better have owned it, and everything better not wear out because you can't afford to buy something new. Now,
Right.
okay, then they come up to, let's say, $800 a month or $1,200 a month,
Mm-hmm.
$1,500 a month or $1,800 a month. I don't know very many people that's getting over $1,800 a month, but I know a few. But the point about it is, I mean, if you give everybody in the world, well, in the United States, this kind of money, how much are you pocketing off of these people that have worked their lives to make
Exactly.
sure the government has this money?
Yep.
You see what I'm getting at?
Oh yeah. It's no different than baby bonus. Like what does a family get for baby bonus there, Lucky?
I don't know, 3,600 tax free or something like that. 34. I don't know. You'd have to Google
Yeah.
it.
They get the same here. They get if they have one child, it's $1,000 a child here. Hey,
Yeah.
so if you have 5 kids, that's $5,000. That's more.
What
I
I'm
live
getting
on.
at, I know some people.
When I was
that live
raising
in,
my kids, Lucky, I got $10 a month for child support or for children's, the baby bonus.
yeah.
$10 a month.
Well,
Childcare.
child care. But what I'm looking at, I know a bunch of these people that are living in their vans because I keep up with the RV people.
Yep.
And I got a woman that's living out there in Arizona. She gets $600 a month, and she's living in a little mini car van, or whatever the hell it is.
I watch
And
a
it's
couple
about
of them too.
it's about 15 years old. And
Mhm.
I ain't gonna say once in a while I do send that. I shouldn't say this over there because my kids will get old. But there's nothing wrong with helping people out. But the government should step in and help them out. That's where the problem
for
lies.
sure. For sure.
Because they know damn well that woman, or there's more people than that, but there's no damn well that woman can't live on she gets $5.95 a month.
Wow.
And well, hell, she has to live in a damn car. And it's 15 years old or more.
Yep.
I mean, and she can't drive it much because she's afraid something will break down on it. She can't afford to get it fixed.
Exactly.
I mean, and then she
But see,
pays her credit.
The government's not going to do nothing because then they're losing money out of their pockets, eh?
Well, they're not doing their damn job about keeping up with the elderly. That's what
They never
pisses me
will,
off.
Lucky. They never will.
And
The government don't care about us out here, Lucky. We're just a bunch of guinea pigs.
And another thing I get mad about, well, you want to donate to the soldier fund? Well, what's wrong with the damn government coming in and buying their damn prosthesis and all this other shit for them?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? They're the one that served you, and the citizen. Yes, we pay our taxes. Now, why come the government can't buy them and help them out like they're supposed to? You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
They want the individual to give it to them. No. And another thing, I wish to hell we had socialized medicine because I think
Oh, yeah.
there's only 2 countries in the world that doesn't have it. It's an island somewhere in the United States. It doesn't have socialized medicine. And the only 2 countries that has capital punishment is the United States and Japan.
Hmm.
How about that? I mean, this world is screwed up.
Oh, yeah, it is. Well, I knew it was really screwed up myself, Lucky, when our prime minister took our protection away. We got
Yeah, I
no
heard about that.
self-protection here in Canada.
Yeah, I heard
So
about that one.
say we met on the street, Lucky, and you punched me and I hit you back, we're both going to jail. There's no protection here for us at all anymore.
Senior.
Oh,
We've got a law here in America. It's called the Mickey Rooney Law. If you hit somebody that's 20 years younger than you are, first thing they got to be over 55 or 62 or something. They got to be retired.
Right.
But if they're 20 years younger than you are, that's a felony automatically to be hit one of them.
Right.
And which they need that protection. Now, of course, that don't mean just because you're a senior citizen you can go around bullying other people either. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But a lot of people try to, they try to be mean to old people. But
Mhm.
hell, to me, I can't understand if the richest country in the world can't afford to take care of their elderly. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
and
I
take
just can't-
care of our veterans.
They have
Exactly.
them too, but
Exactly.
they don't take care of them either.
No,
They don't. If you're not productive
You know
in
the
America,
biggest problem with that, Lucky, with all the veterans, is they don't mind sending them to fight the war, right? But they don't want to congratulate them for winning or whatever when they get back. They just want to treat them like garbage. And that's
the point
wrong.
about it is, I'm saying is, if you can't take care of the people that stood up for you, the senior citizens, the Vietnam, Korean vets, well, all of them,
Exactly.
if you can't stand up for them, I mean, damn, what are you? I mean, I just can't understand it. This United States, if you're not productive, then they're done with your ass. Because this is a
Oh, yeah.
capitalist country, and if you're not productive, in other words, you ain't making money. They don't give a damn if you're 105 years old as long as you're making money. We didn't indeed, and they like you. But
Yep.
when they have to be paid out the money due to your, your health, and that's the main reason senior citizens and the Vietnam vets and the Korean vets and
Right.
the Second World War. Once you're at the vet, they have to pay out the money for the vets. They're done with you. They want
Oh, yeah.
somebody else to take that problem away from them.
But that's wrong.
No, but to me, if I could organize anything, I would tell everybody that's over 55 to get them a damn sign and go to the Washington D.C. I mean, however millions there is,
Yep.
with all their damn colostomy bags and their high blood pressure pills and their walkers and their damn scooters, and show up on the White House steps saying, yes, I understand Black Lives Matter, but so does us damn seniors.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not, I'm sorry, but it's not just Black lives that matter. Every life matters.
Yeah. But
Not
I mean,
one, not two. Every life in this world matters.
but they don't want to do it. I didn't hear that.
I
But
heard
my
that, but I don't know who.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from.
It was Chris. I was looking at D Live.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, whoa, where'd that voice come from?
Yeah. Well, my dear, why in the hell can't we take care of our seniors, our homeless, or our vets? Come on. I mean,
Do you know what they said down here, Lucky? When this prime minister we have now was running to get in, there was other people running against him, right? And the
right.
one person, I can't remember what person it was. I think it was Doug Ford, but I'm not sure. But anyway, they said that the old people were just wearing people down, that they didn't need them in Canada no more, eh? And I thought,
Yeah.
my God, what the heck's going on?
Where are you going?
You know, like, how can you stand up there on public TV and say that old people don't matter? There's something wrong with you.
Well, we don't matter. We really don't. I mean,
Well,
if I had
well,
to
you do.
work
That's
my
the
ass
thing,
off,
right?
if I had to work my butt off and bought this, that, and the other, and I mean, one young kid one time said, "Well, you got it made," but I worked. My God, I worked 70 years to make sure I had it
Work
made.
for it.
72, actually.
Exactly.
And the point about it is, I knew that the government was not going to take care of me. I knew it. I
They
mean,
never will. They take care of themselves, and that's it.
yeah. And I mean, there's always something going to come up if you ain't care. Now, there's a percentage that manage very well. Kim's one of them. But if anything really, really super ass major hell happens, even person that's really figured it out is going to be hurt.
Oh yeah.
I mean, okay. Let's say they decide that you got to pay for a helicopter ride and that Medicare ain't going to pay for, but and they want it now. Well, you're going to have to sell your house, or they'll sell it for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's $3,000 right there just in gas.
Yeah.
You know?
You see what I'm saying?
Oh
And
yeah.
that ain't right either.
No, it's not.
Let's say you need a kidney transplant and Medicare ain't going to pay it, or you need a heart transplant or whatever. Well, you just might as well say, well, I'm going to give up and die because, you ain't got the damn money.
That's crazy.
Or they'll take every damn thing you got just for, whatever, for
Right.
the operations and shit. So nobody's guaranteed a damn thing in this world, but the point about it is, as a government, they could do a hell of a lot better.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I always thought to myself, what they need to do is they're worried about the border in Mexico and down there, San Salvador, and all the way to Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, and all that other. I would annex from Puerto Rico, which we already have, all the way to the North Pole. So call it North America, United States, or whatever the hell it's called, North America. And we're
Yep.
all under one government. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then have a decent damn government.
Yep.
You know what? But no, that now they want to deal in Bitcoins. Really? That's computer money. That's all that shit is.
Yeah.
And as fast as computer money can be taken away by the clicking of a damn keyboard, then now you're broke. That's like my granddaughter told me, Paul, you need to give back this change to the government. I said, well, piss on the government, tell them to make more change. I'm keeping all my damn buckets full of it.
Right.
That's right, Paul. And
That is right. Yeah.
and the veterans, the seniors and the veterans.
Yep.
Well, seniors, let's say that I know women that never went to war, but hell, they was the backing of the damn war. They had they run the campaigns, the cookie sales, the tin drives, all this other stuff behind the scenes. They're seniors now, mind you,
Right.
nowadays. But they work just as hard as the vets did.
They do so.
The tin drives, and the working on the damn the factories and stuff during the damn Second World War, Betty the Riveter and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now the seniors are way past dead, and the same way, you could take these wives and these other people that's worked and kept economy going here while they was fighting in Afghanistan and other places. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The copper sales and all. I mean, it's just not right to not recognize everybody's contributing to the well-being of America.
Right.
Yeah. The seniors are vets or anybody that's worked all their lives. Now, there is a bunch of people that's just lived off the government all their damn lives, 2 and 3 generations, but I think I'd figure that one out pretty damn fast.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I know
You're
this
right
damn
there
war-
too, Paul. Seniors have to make a choice whether to take pills or eat something. That's ridiculous, you know?
I always threatened one time I'd go borrow as much money as I possibly could on every damn thing I owed. Get up $4, $5, $6, $7 million. Just borrow it, borrow them, give them collateral, and then just leave the country.
Yep.
Go to Australia or some damn place, or Canada
Yeah,
or some
yeah.
damn place. You say hell with your shit.
Oh yeah.
go to Ireland or somewhere.
Well, you know, Lucky, as well as I do, that's what they're doing. That's what the government's doing. That's why they're building this space station, eh? And now there's this guy on TV. I guess he's one of the richest men in the world. He's going to be one of the first ones to go up.
Well,
He
let
says
him go.
he's all excited about it. Yeah, it's a one-way trip, buddy. They ain't going to bring you back home.
Well, the point about it is, it ain't. We ain't made to live on a planet that ain't suitable for us.
No, we're not. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking.
Well, they plan on terraforming it. That means they're going to make it the same atmosphere as here on Earth.
And
Well,
how are
that
they
might
going to
take-
do that?
I don't
Because
know.
machinery and everything's going to shut down. Okay. Now say that the only maintenance man they had, well, he passed away now. He died of old age, right? Nobody's going to go up there just to fix something because they got no way to come back. You know what I mean? So they're going to end up dying up there. Air's going to
Well-
end eventually.
Well, I always said this too. If shit really hit the fan where nobody knew how to make a computer or a cell phone or all this other stuff, now I know how to use some of this stuff, but I don't know how to make it. You
Right.
know, and then not everybody. They're going to go back to the caveman days or a little bit above, maybe the medieval days. But hell, a lot of people don't even know how to can anything. They don't even know the wild herbs they can eat. They're
Exactly.
screwed. You know, and
Yep.
I mean that's what gets me. I mean, I used to have a damn channel, and there's no reason to be poor in America, and it showed all the jobs that a person could do that is not being filled. All kinds of stuff.
Exactly.
I should show you how to put in a restoration. These wooden fences for less than $25. Start yourself in your own business.
Yeah, that's
People
what I
don't
done.
wanna
I started
work.
up a deck business.
A lot of people just want you to give it to them. Well, okay, that's the younger generation. The old people, they don't complain. Well, I guess I manage the best I can on my $700 a month.
Right.
Well, that's not right. You know what
No,
I'm
it's
saying?
not right.
Or they come up there and they say, "Well, you don't have the money for this. You can get a coupon or Good RX or all this other shit." Really? I mean,
Right.
why are you charging 6 times the damn money for your damn pill to begin with?
Mm-hmm.
No kidding.
You know, and that's stupid because if I can get an app on my phone, let's say Good RX, and it went from $67 to $12, why in the hell ain't you just charging $12 to begin with?
Exactly.
What is that Good RX getting out of giving you that big a discount? Not a damn thing that I know of.
No, they're not.
Yes, you see what I'm saying? I mean, it's all a damn ripoff.
Oh yeah.
You
It's
either
all a
have to
money
be,
grab.
you either have to be well off in this country, and that don't mean filthy rich. That means you wash your P's and Q's.
Yep.
Or you have to be so damn dirt poor that the rich people feel sorry for your ass and give you a coat every winter or a damn fan in the summertime. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
I mean, you either got to go one way or the other. You can't be in the middle. You can't be in the working class type of person that, living from paycheck to paycheck, because you'll find the paycheck don't come.
Exactly.
And they don't give a shit if it did come. That's the problem. That's the problem with the government.
Mm-hmm.
Our society, either one. To me, like I said, I told my doctor one time, my medical plan, I'm going to go up the damn mountains where I own this land, let the bear eat me.
Right.
I said, who the hell wants to sit in a damn nursing home and ask for a glass of water? They ain't got one in 3 days.
Yeah, no doubt, eh?
Yeah, they don't give a
Ridiculous.
shit. Yeah, you think you got it made, and I've got all my P's and Q's, and you end up in a damn nursing home, and the nursing home takes every damn thing you got just to pay.
Right.
I went to an estate sale the other day, and this woman, it was costing her $10,000 a month to stay in a damn nursing home. So they're selling her home, all
Wow.
everything she had to stay in this nursing home.
Hmm.
So they
I'm
sold
sorry,
her
that's ridiculous.
They sold her $150,000 house, and let's say they made $200,000. So that she could stay 20 months in a nursing home. She better hope to hell she dies early.
Wow.
You see what
That's
they-
ridiculous.
They got you.
My mother-in-law She pays right at $4,000 a month.
Okay. Can you pay for it? Let's say your wife had to put you in the nursing home, and she's gonna have to pay $4,000 a month. Okay, she got a big old house there. Well, she'll say, "Well, I need to downsize, buy me something smaller, and move into an apartment so I can sell the house
We couldn't
to
afford it.
to keep you in a nursing home." Yeah, if you sell your house, you can. You see where I'm coming from, Kim?
Yeah, but this house ain't worth that.
It doesn't matter. They want they want your damn shoes on your damn feet if it's worth any damn
I
thing.
know it. I
Yeah.
do know it.
And that ain't right. You worked all your damn life to give it to. No, like I said, I'm going up north and just die out there in the middle of the damn mountains. Let the bears and coyotes eat my ass, or the wolves.
Yep.
To me, I don't think living another 6 months is going to be that big a fun deal anyway. You know.
The way
I'm
this
not-
world's going, Lucky, I don't think the next 6 years are going to be any fun.
Well, I'm waiting for that other shoe to fall, and history has anything to do with it, it does fall.
Oh, it does so, Lucky. You know as well as I do, man.
And so I'm waiting for the next shoe to fall and find out, well, wait a minute, them people that took all this vaccine, there's something wrong with this vaccine. It started giving them big side effects
Yep.
because they've already had a few.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I found,
There's one girl, she was 15 years old. She got her COVID shot. And a year later, Lucky, she was still having COVID symptoms.
Yep.
A year later.
well, what I'm saying, that if another disease comes, how many damn vaccines? And then every time you take a medicine, I take too many. And I started reading on some of this shit. Every damn one of them's got a side effect: diarrhea, high blood pressure, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Vomiting, bowel cramps. I mean, the more I read about this shit, I don't think I want it. You know. And I'm starting slimming down my medicine and saying, ask the doctor, do I really need that damn thing or not?
Whoa, $300. Woo. Ridiculous, eh, Paul? No reason to have to charge that much at all, you know? That's just greed. Complete greed.
Well, you should see what they
Anyway, I
charge
have a
for
quick
them.
question, Kim. And then I'm gonna hop down off here. I think it's 10:06. Dates. You like dates, right, Kim?
Yeah.
I love dates.
Do they have to be refrigerated?
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so. No.
I'd
Okay.
Google it.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google it because we bought a big round thing of them, eh? And they're good dates. They're really sweet, but I don't know if they have to be refrigerated, eh?
Well,
They're
when
full of
you bought
sugar.
When you
No, they
bought
sell
them,
them
they
right
was,
off. They sell them off the counter in the store.
okay, but they was shrink wrapped, right?
Yeah, with the plastic around the top.
Okay, if they're vacuum packed, then you don't have to. But once you open it,
Yeah,
you
you
need
would
to
think
look
you.
on the package and see what it says.
I did. It doesn't say nothing about refrigeration or nothing on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I guess I'll just Google it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Google it
To
and
me, every
find out.
time I buy a bag of dates, I don't buy that many. They don't
Right.
last
I
long
bought
for a damn refrigerator.
We got a great big thing of it, eh? Probably about this round and probably about that deep, and it's filled right to the top with dates.
Aren't
All
them
pitted
supposed
too,
to be
eh?
good for your sugar?
Actually, the dates the reason we bought them is we done some research, eh, on the internet for more healthy stuff to keep from getting doctor pills, you know. And dates actually regulate your blood back to normal.
Oh shit! I'm buying some dates.
Yep. If you eat 2 a day, 2 dates a day will put your eyes too, eh, Kim? It's proven that dates will actually fix your eyes. You won't need glasses no more. A girl was eating dates, a lady on there, and her story was I ate dates for 2 months, and now I wear no more glasses. I can see his 20/20 vision right back again. They
Well,
found
I found
out
out.
that in the human brain, right in the middle towards the front, right in the middle of your brain, there's a round thing about the size of a golf ball. That's what runs your eyesight. It's right in your brain.
It's your
And that's
pituitary
what
gland.
this chemical in these dates, that's what it goes for. Okay? And that's what helps fix your eyesight.
Well, 4 ounces of wine a day will fix your hardening of the arteries and your blood flow.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
really, you're better off to do
pomegranate
stuff
juice.
like that.
Yep. Pomegranate juice too will clean your veins out, eh? Takes all the clogged artery, all
The
the
toxins.
plaque and everything. It cleans it right out.
Uh,
A glass
Well.
a day of cranberry juice, or not cranberry, pomegranate juice. We buy about a 1.5 liter jug of it a month, and that's what I drink.
Well, now cranberry juice is good for your kidneys. I know that.
Yeah, cranberry juice. This is
pomegranate.
pomegranate juice. Yeah. Thanks, Kim.
It
I had a
doesn't.
brain fart there for a minute.
It doesn't have a very good taste, though, does it?
Actually, it's not bad, Kim. It's pretty good.
I love pomegranate. I used to
But
eat them,
It's
bust them open.
bland. It don't. It's not very sweet.
Oh yeah, it is, Kim. Pomegranate
is?
juice is, yeah, it's sweet.
Ain't you
You can
ever
get them
eaten
in
a
one
pomegranate, Kim?
person thing too, eh, Kim? Like a can of pop, but it's in a bottle, eh? A plastic bottle. Grab one of them and try it, Kim.
Okay. Well, I
Really
thought
sweet.
I tried it before, but it didn't taste very good to me.
Like mind you, there is the odd swallow you might get out of it that's a little bit tart, but it's not bad. Not bad at all.
Well, like I said, I don't know what the government's got planned for the next 4 years, but I'm
They
hoping.
don't know. They
I'm
don't
hoping.
know.
You're probably right, but I mean, to me, I like that inner structure. Have you looked at some of the roads and bridges? They look like shit. They
Oh
need
yeah,
fixed.
I think he's got a good plan.
Yeah.
Now these electric cars. I've looked at what it costs to charge them and stuff. It's actually cheaper to operate them, but they're very expensive to buy.
Oh yeah.
Well, I like the idea of the solar. I wasn't bad one about burning too much electricity. My son's electric bill was $30, and mine, God knows I know how much it was. It was ridiculous. But I never turn off the lights. But when I go camping or something, I don't turn off the lights either. But I use solar, and hell, it works home just as fine as it does in the house.
Hmm.
And then my neighbor lady, she put up a bunch of solar arrays because she had a big open field. And she's selling stuff back to the government. I mean, back to the electric company.
If I had enough room, I'd look into that solar.
Yeah, but
Put them right on the roof, Kim.
Well, we got a bunch of wind chargers.
You're going to take off, Brad?
Yeah, I think I'm going to head out, Kim, and spend some time with Jen before bed, guys.
You're always
Thanks for having me, Kim. Always a pleasure.
I'm gonna go check out that channel again. Yep, I'm gonna go check out that channel. BJ, BJ, Brad, and Jan. Is that what it is?
Yep, Brad and Jen Outdoors.
Okay, I'll go check it out.
I'm pretty sure you're already subbed to me though, Lucky.
Well, I watch a lot of people every day.
Yeah, I hear you.
All
right, guys. Everybody in the chat, have a great night. Stay safe out there, guys.
You too.
Much love to all. Peace out, guys.
Be good.
Well, I can't believe the price of medicine though. EpiPens are like $700 a piece. They did reduce them a little bit, but hell, they're still outrageous.
I got one pill. I don't pay it. I don't pay that amount. It only costs me $10. But for 30 pills, it's $636 or something like that for 30 pills.
Oh yeah, my insurance pays. They always give me another listing of how much it costs without the insurance, blah blah blah. But it's ridiculous. It couldn't cost that damn much to make this shit.
No.
And then they say, well, we're using extra money for research. Okay.
Oh yeah.
They got an excuse for every damn thing.
They research the bottom of your billfold.
Well, what I'm concerned about is these people, like I said, I have watched people like that woman, they took and moved her out of her house, beautiful house, and it's $250,000. Let's say $250,000 house. Okay, but they're charging her $10,000 a month to stay in this nursing home, above and beyond what her insurance and Medicare don't pay.
Yeah.
So in other words, she can only stay there roughly about 20 months, maybe a couple of years. You see, and maybe 3 years tops because of what they sold all of her furniture, car, every damn thing she owned. Okay, so she can stay 3 years in the nursing home. Now, okay, in 3 years she'll probably be worse off now then than she is now. What are they gonna do then? Throw her outside?
I don't know.
I mean,
Makes you wonder.
well, it makes me like they took everything the poor lady owned, and her kids can't afford it. I mean, they're trying to make, but they can't afford $10,000 a month. You only got like 2 kids. Hey, yeah, that'd be $5,000 a month apiece. They barely pay their own damn bills.